All right, so this is the preview for the PSG versus Arsenal game. We all know how the first leg ended. 1-0 defeat to Arsenal at the Emirates. Yeah, so now I know most of us now, our eyes will be itching seriously because we are expecting something terrific as what happened yesterday. Do you understand? Hopefully, it gives us goals and goals and goals where we could, the drama and everything. Imagine you scoring. Imagine you scoring very late on and you're almost winning the game, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's an equalizer, and that same team goes on to. We're talking about the Inter Milan side. Well, but that one is yesterday. Hopefully, today gives us another spark. Anyways, one of the key notes about this Arsenal team is the fact that Thomas Partey is actually back, and in as much as some persons might say, oh, that one are nothing, that one no be talk, that one are just talk, blah blah blah. Thomas Partey has shown this season, to me, is Arsenal's best player. This season, Thomas Partey has actually been Arsenal's best player. So he's was a very, very big miss in the first leg. Now he's coming back, and of course, in the last match in the Premier League, where Arsenal lost 2-1, we actually saw that because of Thomas Partey, all right, the likes of Declan Rice was able to go forward, bump forward with the freedom and everything, was trying to enjoy his game, and he was doing that effectively. Why? Because there's a Thomas Partey behind him, so he had no issues. And then him coming back too would also do a whole lot for the Arsenal team in general, all right, because defensively he's also going to be there. Do you understand me? Now Merino as well is another change that is going to be changed, is another change that is going to be affected. Merino did not play as top 9 in the first leg, yeah, and now definitely is going to be playing as top 9. Who, by the way, Trossard did not really do well in the first leg, so Merino going back there. Yes, we know he's actually a midfielder. Some persons will even say number 6, yeah, but hey, when that man comes back, at least play at that top 9. Is a different ball game. At least we've seen that he has been so good playing at top 9. There is definitely no Kai Havertz, Martinelli definitely from the left, Bukayo Saka back, from the right, doing his stuff. And then in the middle of the park, as I said, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, as well as, the man that's the responsibilities of, giving the assist, creating the chances, Martin Odegaard, who has not really, really been on form. And if anything, if Arsenal wants to win this game, at least, or get a draw, then go into, the extra time, Martin Odegaard needs to be, this should be one of his best games ever. Martin Odegaard needs to stand up today. If he doesn't, I don't know who's going to be creating the goals. Yeah. And then, in defense, Kivio definitely should be there. And Saliba, and then the right back. There were talks about Timber, would he be available because of injury and all that, but hopefully for the Arsenal side, Arsenal fans as well, hopefully that Timber will be back, because he's always a better option as compared to Ben White. Yeah. So, and then at left back position, of course, we all know who, that small boy Miles Lewis Kelly, who in the last match against Brighton was doing a whole lot of going into the midfield, playing that hybrid role, doing the midfield work, come back, and I think he was actually able to do that because while he was doing that, Thomas Partey at some point in time, knowing that he's gone there, Thomas Partey will just go to the side, trying to cover up that place. Do you understand me? So he was doing that a lot of times, and he has the quality to play that midfield. I like his hold up, and some things he does in midfield. So maybe we could be saying that as well. Now let's go to the PSG side. There were talks of Dembele not being fit and available, but according to Luis Enrique, he's been training for the past 2 days. Yeah, so definitely we should be seeing him, because he was a thorn in the flesh, even entering into the midfield. You understand? And I'm trying to orchestrate it, to the Varaskelia will definitely be there. Another good competition, between the Varaskelia and who's that Jurien Timber, and then the left back position. Talking about who's that again? The right side, I beg your pardon, where Miles Lewis Kelly is. The good thing about this PSG side is they have a way of rotating their front. You get, sometimes you will see Kylian Mbappe. Sometimes you will see Dembele by the right. Sometimes you see him by the right. Sometimes you see him by the left. Sometimes he plays in the middle. So they have a whole lot. And guess what? They have a lot of players who, Bakola was coming in from the bench. Ramos also from the bench, so when it comes to attacking option, I think they are blessed, and somewhat you could say yes that the attack is definitely better than the attack of the Arsenal side. In the middle of the park, you have Fabian Ruiz, you have John Neves, and of course you have the small winch. I like to call it small winch, Vitinha, who is always talking and is looking like he's a talk and do kind of man. You understand me? So we have Vitinha as well. Very, very good midfield. And as I said before, in the last match, I said that one thing about this PSG side is not just about keeping possession, but positioning. They are very, very good at that. That's the honest truth. When he wants to, no, they just know where to stay. You get, and I mean, talking about their fullbacks, Ashraf Hakimi and Mendy, yeah, yeah, so I mean, always good players, always good players. I think it's not going to be easy. And one thing I think that Arsenal should look out for, or if they want to win this game, yeah, I think they should go more physical.